So here we are, present day, July 23rd, 2026. I'm going to describe what happened on the events of July 20th. Those previous videos I made, they lead up to this very moment because it literally contributed to the choice I made on July 20th. So I mentioned how, I lost a lot of good bonds because of my stupidity, running away. So here we are, back again. We're back at square one. All I can do is laugh at it because, I don't know, dude. Part of me wants to, really ball out crying, but crying's not going to get me nowhere. I'm too old to be crying. I'm going to be a quarter of a century this October. I did this back in, November and December and even a little bit of early January, where I was in this struggle of trying to get back on my feet, job-wise, and recovering from heartbreak, really. Now this time's a little more different. I've learned from my mistakes of the previous job, and honestly, I changed for the better. I would like to think I did change. I can confidently say I changed for the better, as far as being a good individual goes. And I know you're not supposed to give off your energy to people if they're not showing it back. I hear that a lot, but I don't think that's true. I think that actually encourages and changes people. It's going to take some time. I'm not saying be nice to them one day and then give up when they're not showing you the energy back. You have to keep going. That's just who I am. I always have a heart. I will continue to have a heart. Even when I try not to give a shit about people, now it's formerly job, at this restaurant I worked at, I didn't give up. I felt like I needed to inspire change, inspire people to become better and be friendlier. I mean, yes, we're all there to make money and it's all business, nothing personal at the end of the day, but why does it have to be that way? Why can't we just all get along and be friends and look out for each other and, ask how each other people are doing, because you never know what someone's going through at work. I know it's none of my business and I shouldn't make it my business, but I care. I have a heart. So I think that's what God teaches us at the end of the day, to love your neighbors, respect them, and look out for them. If I have it in my resources to help you out, I'm going to try my very best, because that's just who I am. I'm not saying everyone has to be like that, but there's a balance between all of this, between good and evil. It's not even evil to not want to help out people. That's your choice at the end of the day. It's just I try to find the balance that I can. I was going into this job fully expect. I literally said in my older videos, oh, I finally got a job. This was back in January. It's like, finally got a job. I'm gonna go in there and not give a shit about anyone. And it did not work, because it takes the right people to really change you. And I had that person. Fortunately, I don't know if I'll ever see her again. I don't want to think that way yet. I'm pretty confident if I better myself and become someone, I'll see her again one day. I feel confident about that. But in the meantime, I never forget, I was like, dude, I'm gonna go to this next job, not giving a shit about people. I'm just gonna go do my job and go home. And then it took the right person to change me. It took her to acknowledge me. Acknowledgement is very key and very important, because that's all I wanted at the end of the day. Whether it's acknowledgement from my dad at home, or maybe my fellow peers, a little pat on the back every once in a while, like, good job, William, you're doing good, you're doing awesome, you're doing amazing, buddy, like, how are you, how are things going, shit like that. It really means the world to me. So I broke in, basically meaning I gave in to it. I gave in to the respect and acknowledgement, and it made me want to change for the better. I was like, okay, I can be a good individual. And I bettered myself. I started to, ask to work more, because I was on my lazy shit. I was only doing part-time. I was okay with it, and I was chill with it. And I realized, dude, I'm going to be a quarter of a century. So I think there's a time and place, for everything. And I think now would be a good time to lock in and, start to better yourself and for the future. I don't know if I even want to go to Tokyo anymore. I feel there was only two ways my life was going to go: to Tokyo, to go to school, or to become a teacher and eventually a principal, and live in isolation and leave everything behind I have here in the States. Or I take a chance, I believe in myself, I work out, I get in shape, I clear all this, better hairstyle, get rid of these bushy brows, and maybe I'll find the love of my life here and stay here in the States. But there's only two ways my life could go towards as of now. and really hope it's, you know, the staying here in the States and being with the one I love. There's only one girl on this planet who I love and I respect. I don't give a shit where I work at next. I won't betray her. I can't, because it's not right. It's not fair. I may not be good enough for her now, but I will make myself better. I believe in myself now. Back then, I didn't have that confidence. Now that I've been renewed, rebirth, to say the least, and now I know what to expect, not to expect, and what to say and not to say, I feel pretty damn confident in my abilities to pull this all off. I am the greatest of all time at the end of the day. I believe in myself. I know what I can bring to the table. I know what I can pull off. And with a little bit of luck from Lady Luck herself and God giving me guidance, and maybe a little bit of help from my fellow peers, new or old, I believe I can do this. At the end of the day, I do these YouTube videos because it's like an online diary of me explaining to y'all how I became the greatest of all time, how I became the greatest human being to ever live, how I became a man of honor and respect that you can all look up to one day. I do these videos because if my dumb ass can do it, anyone can. So whether it's Tokyo or whether it's marrying the love of my life, I can pull this off. I'm the greatest of all time. Yes, I'm currently unemployed, but guess what? I didn't cry about it. I cried, you know, for a little bit. I was like, you know what? Tomorrow I'm getting back on my feet. I'm going to an interview tomorrow. That's how quick I'm moving. Because the more days I go wasted, the more, you know, I just hold back myself. I don't want to do that. So I'm getting back on my feet ASAP. I'm gonna smile more, you know what I'm saying? I feel good. Yes, a brief parting for now, but a time skip is underway. Meaning that we may not see each other for a little bit, but I'll be back. And as I told, I'll be back better than ever.